The notification sound on my phone made my stomach drop. Another family group chat message at 11:47 p.m. on a Tuesday. I already knew what it would be before I opened it. Trinity, we found the perfect beach house for our summer vacation. Look at these photos. The kids are going to love the pool. Can you handle the booking? We're thinking 2 weeks in July. Love you. My name is Trinity Edwards and I'm 32 years old. I make good money as a marketing analyst, live alone in a decent apartment, and according to my family, I exist solely to fund their dreams. The photos kept coming. A sprawling beachfront rental with a private pool, hot tub, and what looked like enough bedrooms for a small hotel. My sister Sierra had clearly spent hours researching this place. OMG, Mom, look at the game room. Turner, the girls would go crazy for that swing set. Ah, the kitchen is gorgeous, perfect for our big family dinners. Trinity, the total is $8,400 for 2 weeks. That's practically nothing split between all of us. I stared at that number. $8,400. My throat tightened as I scrolled through message after message of my family, planning their perfect vacation with my money. My phone buzzed with a call. Mum. Trinity, honey, did you see the house? Isn't it just perfect? Mum, it's almost midnight. I know, but I'm so excited. The girls have been asking about a beach trip all year, and Sierra found this gem. You can book it tomorrow, right? We don't want someone else to snatch it up. I rubbed my temples. $8,000 is a lot of money. Oh, sweetie, don't be dramatic. You make more than that in a month. Besides, it's for family. You know how hard things have been for Sierra and Turner since he got laid off. Turner had been laid off 6 months ago. From what I could tell, he spent most days playing video games while Sierra posted inspirational quotes on Facebook about being a boss babe without actually working. Mum, I just paid for Christmas for everyone and Emily's birthday party. And Trinity Edwards, I cannot believe you're being so selfish right now. This is about making memories with your family. Your nieces barely see their aunt because you're always working. Don't you want to spend time with us? The guilt hit like a physical weight. It always did. It's not about not wanting to spend time. Then what's the problem? Book the house, Trinity. We're counting on you. The line went dead. I sat there holding my phone, feeling that familiar mix of anger and obligation churning in my stomach. This was the pattern. They'd find something they wanted, present it as a family necessity, and I'd pay. Always me. Never my parents with their mysterious fixed income, or Sierra with her endless excuses. My phone buzzed with a text from my best friend Fatima. Girl, you still up? Saw your location hasn't moved in hours. You okay? I called her immediately. Let me guess, Fatima said before I could speak. Your family wants something expensive. $8,000 for a beach house rental. Jesus Christ, Trinity, please tell me you said no. My mum just hung up on me for hesitating. And let me guess, it's for the children. It's about family, and you're selfish if you don't pay. I laughed bitterly. Are you psychic? No, I just know your family. Trinity, when was the last time they paid for anything? When was the last time they even asked if you could afford something before expecting you to buy it? I couldn't answer because I couldn't remember. You know what really gets me? Fatima continued. They never invite you to things they pay for, but the second they want something expensive, suddenly you're the most important family member. She was right. Last month my parents had gone to some fancy restaurant for their anniversary, posted all over social media, never thought to invite me. But when Sierra's car needed repairs, my phone rang within the hour. I don't know what to do, Fatima. If I say no, I'm the terrible daughter who doesn't care about family. If I say yes, I'm out $8,000 for a vacation where they'll probably complain about everything and expect me to pay for all the groceries and activities too. What do you want to do? I looked at my bank account on my laptop screen. I'd been saving for a down payment on a condo, had been for 3 years. Every time I got close to my goal, some family emergency would drain my savings. I want to disappear, I whispered. So do it. What? Trinity, what if you just didn't? What if for once in your life you put yourself first? The idea was terrifying and thrilling at the same time. The next morning, my phone was already buzzing before my alarm went off. 7 missed calls from Mum, 12 unread messages in the family group chat. Trinity, we need to book this house today. The owner said someone else is interested. Seriously, Trinity, just book it. We can figure out payment later. The girls are already telling their friends about the beach trip. Don't disappoint them. I was pouring coffee when my phone rang again. Sierra this time. Trinity, what the hell? Mum said you're being difficult about the house. Good morning to you too, Sierra. Don't get sassy with me. We found the perfect place and you're dragging your feet. Just book it. It's $8,000. So, you have it? That's not the point. What is the point then? That you don't want your family to be happy? That you'd rather hoard your money than make memories with your nieces? I set my coffee down harder than necessary. Sierra, when was the last time you paid for anything for this family? Excuse me, I'm a full-time mum. That's a job, Trinity. Just because I don't sit in an office all day doesn't mean I don't contribute. When was the last time you paid for dinner when we all went out, or bought Christmas presents, or... I can't believe you're keeping score. That's so petty. We're family, Trinity. Family helps each other. Funny how the help only goes one direction. The line went quiet for a moment. Then Sierra's voice came back, sharper. You know what? Fine, be selfish. But when Emily and Nora ask why Aunt Trinity doesn't love them enough to take them on vacation, I'll tell them the truth. She hung up. My hands were shaking as I stared at my phone. Using the kids as weapons was a new low, even for Sierra. Within an hour, Dad called. Trinity, your mother is very upset. Hi, Dad. She's been crying all morning, says you don't want to spend time with family anymore. That's not what I said. Then what's the problem? It's just money, honey. You can't take it with you. Dad, it's $8,000. That's a lot of money. Not for you. You make good money. Your mother and we're on a fixed income. Sierra's got the kids to think about. You're the only one who can afford this. What about the money you inherited from Grandma last year? Silence. Dad, that money is for emergencies, Trinity. This is different. This is about family bonding. So my money isn't for emergencies, just for whatever you guys want? Don't be dramatic. Look, just book the house. We'll pay you back when we can. When have you ever paid me back? Trinity Edwards, I'm disappointed in you. This isn't how we raised you. Family comes first, always. After he hung up, I sat in my kitchen feeling like I was drowning. The guilt was suffocating. Maybe I was being selfish. Maybe this was what family meant, sacrifice, giving, putting others first. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Then I realised it was Emily, my 10-year-old niece, texting from Sierra's phone. Aunt Trinity, Mommy says you don't want to go to the beach with us. Did I do something wrong? I love you. I actually gasped out loud. They were using a child to manipulate me, a child who thought she'd done something wrong. I called Fatima immediately. They're using Emily, I said without preamble. What do you mean? I read her the text. Fatima was quiet for a long moment. Trinity, that's emotional abuse. They're manipulating a child to manipulate you. But what if Emily really thinks? Emily thinks whatever Sierra tells her to think. This isn't about Emily, Trinity. This is about control. I feel sick. Good. You should feel sick. What they're doing is sick. I walked to my laptop and pulled up my banking app. My savings account showed 12,140 centipoints. 3 years of careful saving, skipping dinners out, buying generic groceries, driving my old car instead of getting something newer. Fatima, what if I just paid the deposit, just to buy myself some time to think? Trinity, no. The second you pay anything, they'll know they've won. They'll know they can use Emily against you. But my finger was already hovering over the transfer button. The guilt was eating me alive. What if I book it, but what if something happened to the booking later? What do you mean? I mean, what if I booked it now to get them off my back, but then... I don't know. What if the booking got cancelled somehow? Fatima was quiet. Then, Trinity, are you thinking what I think you're thinking? I don't know what I'm thinking. Because if you are, I'm here for it. I'm so here for it. I transferred the deposit, $2,100. My stomach churned as I hit send, but for the first time in years I felt something else too. Power. The family group chat exploded the moment the booking confirmation went through. OMG Trinity, you're the best! The girls are going to flip! I knew you'd come through, honey. You always do. Aunt Trinity is the coolest. Can't wait for the beach. Already looking at restaurants nearby? This is going to be amazing! I stared at the messages flooding in. Not one thank you, just excitement about what they were getting. My phone rang, Mum again. Trinity, I'm so proud of you for doing the right thing. Now, we need to talk about groceries and activities. Sierra found this dolphin tour that's only $200 per person. Mum, I just paid over $2,000. I know, sweetie, but we want this to be special. The girls have never seen dolphins. So you want me to pay another, $1,400 for a dolphin tour? It's an investment in memories, Trinity. Besides, you know Turner's been out of work. I hung up and immediately called Fatima. They want more money already. Of course they do. How much? $1,400 for some dolphin tour, and that's just the beginning. You know they'll want me to pay for every meal, every activity, every souvenir. Trinity, listen to me. How much would this whole vacation actually cost you? I grabbed a pen and started calculating. The house was $8,000, food for 7 people for 2 weeks, probably another $1,000. Activities, gas, restaurants. Jesus, Fatima, this could easily hit $12,000. $12,000 for a vacation you didn't even want to go on. When you put it like that, I'm putting it exactly like that. Trinity, what's your down payment goal? $15,000. And how much do you have saved? $12,800. Well, $10,700 now. So they want you to spend almost everything you've saved for 3 years on their vacation. The reality hit me like a truck. Oh my God! Yeah, oh my God is right. That afternoon I did something I'd never done before. I drove to an open house, a small condo about 20 minutes from my apartment. Nothing fancy, but it had a balcony overlooking a little pond, and the mortgage would be less than my current rent. The realtor, a friendly woman named Janet, showed me around. First time buying? Yeah, I've been saving for years. Well, you're in luck. The seller is motivated. If you can put down 15%, we could probably close in 30 days. 15%! On this place, that would be exactly what I had left in savings. Can I think about it? Of course. But don't think too long. This market moves fast. I sat in my car afterward, staring at the building. I could own something. Actually own it. Not pay someone else's mortgage. Not worry about rent increases. Mine. My phone buzzed. Sierra. Trinity, I found the cutest beach outfits for the girls, but they're a little pricey. Can you Venmo me $300? They need new swimsuits anyway. $300? For clothes, for a vacation I was already paying for. I called Fatima instead of responding. I just looked at a condo. Tell me everything. I described the place, the price, the timeline. Trinity, you could own a home, your own home, in 30 days. But the vacation? Fuck the vacation. Sorry, but fuck it. They've been bleeding you dry for years. When do you get to live your life? That evening, I sat at my kitchen table with my laptop open. The vacation rental website was loaded on one tab, the condo listing on another. I could cancel the vacation rental. Most places had a cancellation policy. I'd lose some money, but not all of it. Or I could go through with it, spend $12,000 I didn't have, and put off buying a home for another year, maybe 2. My phone rang. Dad, Trinity, your mother wants to know if you can upgrade the rental to the premium package. It includes daily housekeeping and a private chef for 2 nights. How much more is that? Only another $2,000? Only another $2,000. Dad, I can't. Trinity, this is a once-in-a-lifetime trip. The girls will remember this forever. Don't you want to give them the best? After he hung up, I stared at my phone. Then I opened my laptop and started researching vacation rental cancellation policies. Most places charged a cancellation fee but refunded the majority of the payment if you cancelled more than 30 days in advance. The vacation was 6 weeks away. I could get most of my money back. I could put an offer on the condo. I could finally put myself first. My phone buzzed with another family group chat message. Trinity, found the perfect restaurant for our first night. It's $150 per person, but so worth it. Can you make a reservation? $150 per person for 7 people. Over $1,000 for one dinner. I closed the group chat and opened my contacts. Found Janet the realtor's number. Hi Janet, it's Trinity. I looked at the condo today. I'd like to make an offer. Wonderful. How soon can we meet? Tomorrow morning, first thing. After I hung up, I sat in the quiet of my apartment. For the first time in months, I felt like I could breathe. My phone was buzzing with more messages, more demands, more expectations. I turned it face down and didn't look. The morning of the vacation, I woke up at 5 a.m. with my heart pounding. Today was the day. I'd signed the papers on my condo 3 days ago. The down payment had cleared yesterday. I owned something. For the first time in my life, I owned something that was mine. My phone showed 17 missed messages in the family group chat. Leaving in an hour, so excited. Girls are packed and ready to go. Trinity, we're planning to stop for lunch on the way. Can you Venmo me $200 for the restaurant? Can't wait to see our beautiful beach house, I typed back. Have a safe drive. Can't wait to hear all about it. The lies came so easily now. At 7 a.m. I called the vacation rental company. Hi, I need to cancel a booking. Confirmation number BR44718829. I'm sorry to hear that. May I ask the reason for cancellation? Family emergency. I understand. Let me pull up your reservation. Okay, I see this is for today's check-in. Unfortunately, our cancellation policy states that bookings cancelled within 48 hours of check-in are subject to full forfeiture of payment. My stomach dropped. Full forfeiture. Yes, ma'am. However, I can offer you a 25% refund as a courtesy, minus the processing fee. 25%. I'd get back maybe $2,000 out of the $8,000 I'd paid. That's fine. Please cancel it. Are you sure? The property is beautiful and the weather forecast is perfect. I'm sure. All right, you should receive a confirmation email within the hour. Is there anything else I can help you with today? Actually, yes. Can you change the access code on the property? Change the access code? Yes, I want to make sure no one can get in after the cancellation. Well, that's unusual, but yes, I can update the system. The old code will be deactivated immediately. Perfect, thank you. I hung up and immediately called Fatima. It's done. Holy shit, Trinity, how do you feel? Terrified, excited, like I'm going to throw up. That's adrenaline, babe. You just took control of your life. They're going to hate me. They already take you for granted. At least now you'll have a house. At 11 a.m. my phone started buzzing. A call from Sierra. I let it go to voicemail. Another call. Mum this time. Voicemail. Dad. Voicemail. Turner. Voicemail. Then the text started. Trinity, the code isn't working. Something's wrong with the house. The door won't open. Trinity, call me now. The rental company says the booking was cancelled. What's going on? I turned my phone on silent and went for a walk around my new neighbourhood. My neighbourhood. The place I'd be living in 3 weeks. When I got back an hour later, I had 47 missed calls and 63 unread messages. I poured a glass of wine and called Fatima. They know. How bad is it? 47 missed calls bad. Jesus, are you going to call them back? Eventually, let them stew for a bit. Trinity, I'm proud of you. I know this is hard, but you did the right thing. Did I? They're probably sitting in a parking lot somewhere with 2 kids who don't understand what's happening. They're sitting in a parking lot because they assumed you'd pay for their vacation without even asking if you wanted to go. They're sitting in a parking lot because they've been using you as an ATM for years. They're sitting in a parking lot because of their own choices. At 3 p.m, I finally answered when Mum called. "Trinity, where have you been? We've been calling for hours." "Hi, Mum." "Don't you? Hi, Mummy. What did you do?" "The house is cancelled. We drove 4 hours and we can't get in." "I cancelled the booking." Silence. Then, "You what?" "I cancelled it this morning." "Why would you do that?" "Because I couldn't afford it." "Couldn't afford it? You make 6 figures." "Making money doesn't mean I have to spend it on you." "We're your family." "Family doesn't use children to manipulate each other. Family doesn't demand thousands of dollars and then ask for more. Family doesn't treat one person like a personal bank account." "I cannot believe you are doing this to us. We are sitting in a parking lot with 2 crying children because of you." "You're sitting in a parking lot because you assumed I'd pay for a vacation I never agreed to take." "This is unbelievable. Dwayne, get on the phone." I heard shuffling, then Dad's voice. "Trinity, what's gotten into you? This isn't like you." "Maybe it should be like me." "We're family. Family takes care of each other." "When have you taken care of me, Dad? When have any of you ever paid for anything for me?" "That's different. You don't need—" "I needed a family that didn't see me as a wallet with legs." "Trinity, you fix this right now. You call that rental company and you fix this." "No. No. No. I'm not fixing this. I'm not paying for this. I'm done." "You're done? You're done with your family?" "I'm done being used." I hung up. My phone immediately started ringing again. I turned it off completely. For the first time in years, my apartment was completely quiet. No demands, no guilt trips, no manipulation, just silence. And for the first time in my adult life, that silence felt like freedom. I kept my phone off for 6 hours. When I finally turned it back on at 9 p.m, it immediately started buzzing like an angry wasp. 89 missed calls, 147 text messages. The first voicemail was Mom crying. "Trinity, please call me back. The girls don't understand what's happening. Emily keeps asking if you're mad at her. Please, honey, just call me back." The second was Sierra screaming. "You selfish bitch! We had to drive 4 hours home. Turner had to take time off work for this. The girls cried the entire way back. I hope you're happy." The third was Dad, cold and controlled. "Trinity, your mother is having chest pains. We had to stop at an urgent care centre. I hope whatever point you're trying to make was worth it." My hands started shaking. Chest pains. What if Mum was having a heart attack? What if— My phone rang. Fatima. "Trinity, thank God. I've been worried sick. Are you okay?" "Dad says Mum's having chest pains. They went to urgent care." "Trinity, listen to me. Your mother is not having a heart attack. She's having a manipulation attack." "But what if—" "No, stop. This is exactly what they want. They want you panicked and guilty and ready to fix everything. Don't fall for it." "But the kids are fine. They're disappointed, but they're fine. Kids are resilient. You know what's not fine? A 32-year-old woman being financially abused by her family." My phone buzzed with an incoming call. Sierra again. "I have to take this." "Trinity, don't—" I answered. "Trinity, Mum's in the hospital." "What?" Dad said urgent care. "They transferred her. Her blood pressure was through the roof. She's having tests done right now." My chest tightened. "Is she okay?" "We don't know. The doctors are running an EKG. This is all your fault." "Sierra, I'm sorry. I didn't mean—" "Sorry? Sorry? You ruined our vacation. You humiliated us. Turner's boss heard about this somehow, and now he's asking questions about Turner's family situation. You've destroyed everything." "How did Turner's boss—" "I posted about it on Facebook. I was upset. I didn't know his co-workers would see it." "You posted about this on Facebook?" "I needed support. I needed people to know what kind of person you really are." My guilt was rapidly turning into anger. What kind of person am I, Sierra? Selfish, vindictive. You used those kids as pawns. I used the kids. You're the one who had Emily text me. You're the one who said I didn't love them. Because it's true. If you loved them, you wouldn't have done this. If you loved them, you'd get a job and pay for their vacations yourself. The line went quiet. Then Sierra's voice came back, deadly calm. You know what, Trinity? You're dead to me. Don't call, don't text, don't come around. You're not welcome in my house anymore. Sierra, and don't expect to see Emily and Nora again. I'm not letting my daughters around someone who would hurt children to make a point. The line went dead. I sat there staring at my phone, feeling like I'd been punched in the stomach. Not see the girls again. They were innocent in all this. My phone rang immediately. Turner. Trinity, what the hell is wrong with you? Turner, I'm sorry about your work situation, but... Sorry? My boss thinks I'm some kind of deadbeat who can't afford a family vacation. Do you know how that looks? Maybe if you actually had a job. I'm looking for work. The market is tough right now. You've been looking for 6 months. That's none of your business. What is your business is fixing this mess you created. I'm not fixing anything. Yes, you are. You're going to post on social media that this was all a misunderstanding. You're going to tell everyone that you had a family emergency and had to cancel last minute. No. Trinity, I'm not asking. I'm telling you. Sierra's post has been shared 40 times. People are calling you heartless. You're going to fix your reputation and ours. My reputation? Yeah, your reputation. Good luck dating anyone when they Google you and find out you're the kind of person who leaves kids crying in a parking lot. He hung up. I immediately called Fatima back. They want me to lie on social media, say it was a misunderstanding. Absolutely not. Turner says it's affecting his job search. Turner doesn't have a job because he doesn't want a job. That's not your problem. Sierra says I can't see the girls anymore. Trinity, she's trying to hurt you. She's using those kids as weapons again. What if she means it? Then she means it, and that tells you everything you need to know about who she really is. My phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. This is Emily. Mommy took my phone, but I'm using Daddy's. Are you really never going to see us again? I love you, Aunt Trinity. I don't understand what happened. I started crying. Fatima, Emily just texted me. What did she say? I read the message. Trinity, they're using that child to manipulate you. A 10-year-old didn't figure out how to text you from her father's phone by herself. But what if... No what ifs. You know what you need to do. I deleted the message without responding. Then I blocked all their numbers. The next morning I woke up to my phone buzzing with notifications from Facebook. Fatima was calling. Trinity, don't go on social media today. Why? What happened? Sierra's post went viral. It's been shared over 200 times. I was already opening Facebook. What did she say? Trinity, don't... Too late. I found Sierra's post at the top of my feed. Some people will never understand what family means. When your own sister cancels a family vacation at the last minute, leaving 2 innocent children crying in a parking lot, you realise blood doesn't always mean loyalty. My girls asked me why Aunt Trinity doesn't love them anymore. How do you explain selfishness to a 7-year-old? Heartbroken doesn't even begin to cover it. Family first, disappointed. The comments were brutal. OMG, Sierra, I'm so sorry. What kind of person does that? Those poor babies, your sister sounds awful. Family is everything. Some people just don't get it. You're better off without that toxicity in your life. My phone rang. Unknown number. Hello? Is this Trinity? This is Margaret, Sierra's mother-in-law. I just wanted you to know that what you did was despicable. I hung up. Another call, another unknown number. Trinity, this is your cousin Beth. Mum saw Sierra's post. The whole family is talking about this. You need to apologise. I hung up and blocked the number. My work phone started ringing. My personal cell. Numbers I didn't recognise. Trinity, this is Janet from the real estate office. I've had several people call asking about you. Is everything okay? What kind of people? People asking if you're reliable, if you pay your bills. Someone mentioned something about abandoning family. I told them it was none of my business, but... Janet, I'm fine. Those people don't know the whole story. Okay, well, just so you know, we're still on track for closing next week. After I hung up, Fatima came over with coffee and bagels. How bad is it? Bad. My cousin called. My realtor got calls. Sierra's post has been shared 300 times now. Have you read the comments? Some of them. Don't read any more. They don't know what really happened. Maybe I should explain, post my side of the story. Trinity, no. The minute you engage, you're playing their game. Let them have their moment. This will blow over. My phone buzzed with a text from my Aunt Linda. Trinity, your mother called me crying. She says you've had some kind of breakdown. We're all very concerned. Please call me. I showed Fatima the text. A breakdown? They're telling people I had a breakdown. Of course they are. They can't admit they were using you, so you must be crazy. Another text, this time from my Uncle Mike. Trinity, whatever's going on, family is family. Your parents are getting older. Don't let pride destroy these relationships. They're mobilizing the whole family, I said. Good. Let them show their true colours. My phone rang. My boss. Trinity, I got a strange call today. Someone asking about your character. I told them it was inappropriate and hung up, but I wanted to give you a heads up. Someone called my work? Yeah, didn't give a name. Just said they were concerned about your stability and wanted to know if you'd been acting erratically. Oh my God. Trinity, I don't know what's going on in your personal life, but as long as it doesn't affect your work, it's none of my business. Just be careful, okay? After he hung up, I stared at Fatima in shock. They called my boss. They're trying to sabotage my job. That's harassment, Trinity. You could file a police report. With what proof? My phone buzzed again. A Facebook message from someone I didn't know. Saw your sister's post. You're a horrible person. Those poor children. Then another. Hope you're proud of yourself. Family is all we have in this world. And another. You should be ashamed. Your sister deserves better. They're messaging me directly now, I told Fatima. Block them all. I spent the next hour blocking people, deleting messages, turning off notifications, but they kept coming from new accounts, new numbers. My doorbell rang. Fatima looked through the peephole. It's your neighbour, Mrs. Patterson. I opened the door. Mrs. Patterson, an elderly woman who lived across the hall, looked concerned. Trinity, dear, I hope you don't mind me asking, but I saw some posts online. People are saying terrible things about you. Mrs. Patterson, it's complicated. I'm sure it is, dear. I just wanted you to know that I've lived next to you for 3 years, and you've always been nothing but kind and respectful. Whatever happened, I'm sure you had your reasons. After she left, I broke down crying. One person, I sobbed to Fatima, one person who doesn't think I'm a monster. Trinity, the people who matter know who you are, the rest are just noise. My phone buzzed with a voicemail. I almost didn't listen, but the number looked familiar. It was Emily's voice, small and scared. Aunt Trinity, Mommy says you don't want to talk to us anymore. She says you're sick and need help. I just want you to know I love you, and I hope you feel better soon. I threw my phone across the room. They're coaching her, I whispered. They're making that little girl think I'm sick. Fatima picked up my phone and handed it back to me. Trinity, this is war now. They're not going to stop until they destroy you or you surrender. Which is it going to be? I looked at the cracked screen of my phone, at the endless notifications, at the wreckage of my reputation. I'm not surrendering. Good, then we fight back. The war escalated quickly. By Wednesday, I'd received calls from 3 different family friends, 2 former co-workers, and someone claiming to be from a family intervention service. My phone rang at 6 a.m. Dad, Trinity, this has gone far enough. Your mother spent the night in the hospital. What happened? Anxiety attack. The doctor says her blood pressure is dangerously high. She keeps asking why her daughter hates her. Dad, I don't hate... Then come home. Apologise. Fix this mess you've created. I didn't create anything. I just stopped paying for everything. You humiliated us, Trinity. Do you know what people are saying about our family, about how we raised you? What are they saying? That we failed as parents, that we raised a selfish, heartless daughter who abandons family in their time of need. Their time of need? It was a vacation, Dad. It was more than that, and you know it. It was about family unity, about making memories, about my money. The line went quiet. Then Dad's voice came back, harder than I'd ever heard it. Fine, you want to play hardball? Your mother and I have been supporting you your whole life. That car you drove in college, we paid for it. Your student loans, we co-signed. That emergency fund we set up when you were 25, we still have access to that account. My blood ran cold. Dad, you wouldn't. We're freezing your accounts, Trinity, all of them, until you come to your senses. You can't do that. Watch us. We're also removing you from the family cell phone plan, the insurance policies, everything. You want to be independent? Be independent. The line went dead. I immediately called my bank. Hi, this is Trinity. I need to check on my accounts. What do you mean, frozen? By who? Ma'am, I show a joint account holder placed a hold on all transactions pending a family dispute resolution. Joint account holder? Your father, Dwayne. He's listed as a co-signer from when you opened the account. That was 10 years ago. Can you remove him? Not while there's a dispute hold. You'll need to come in with proper documentation and... I hung up and called Fatima. They froze my bank accounts. What? How? Dad's still a co-signer from college. I never removed him. Trinity, that's financial abuse. You need to get to the bank right now. I can't. I don't have access to my car insurance anymore either. They cancelled everything. I'm coming to get you. At the bank, the manager, a sympathetic woman named Carol, explained my options. Unfortunately, with a co-signer dispute, we have to follow protocol. You can file for account separation, but it takes 5-7 business days. I need money now. I have bills, rent, groceries. I can release $500 as an emergency allowance, but that's all I can do. $500. I had $500 to my name. What about my savings account, the one for the condo down payment? Carol checked her computer. That account shows a withdrawal of $8,000 yesterday. A withdrawal? By who? Your father. He's listed as a beneficiary with withdrawal privileges. The room started spinning. He took my down payment money? I'm sorry, Mum. According to our records, this was a legitimate transaction. Outside the bank, I called Dad immediately. You stole my money. I didn't steal anything. That money was always meant for family emergencies. It was my down payment for my condo. A condo you bought to spite your family. Consider it payment for all the years we supported you. You supported me. I've been paying for everything for years. And now you know how it feels to have nothing. Come home, Trinity. Apologise to your mother and sister, and we'll discuss returning your money. This is extortion. This is consequences. I hung up and immediately called my realtor. Janet, I have a problem. My down payment. There's been an issue. What kind of issue? The money's not available anymore. Can we delay closing? Trinity, we're supposed to close tomorrow. The sellers have already made moving arrangements. If you can't close, you'll lose your earnest money and potentially face legal action. How much earnest money? $3,000. $3,000 I didn't have anymore. After Janet hung up, I sat in Fatima's car and started crying. They took everything. My money, my insurance, my phone plan. I can't even buy my condo now. Trinity, we're going to fix this. We're going to the police. And tell them what? That my family is manipulating me? That my dad legally withdrew money from an account he's on? That they're harassing you? That they're calling your work, your neighbours, trying to destroy your reputation? My phone buzzed with a text from Sierra. Heard about your little banking problem? Funny how karma works, isn't it? Maybe now you'll understand what it feels like to be helpless. Then another from Mum. Trinity, please come home. We can work this out as a family. I love you, but I can't keep defending your actions to everyone. And finally, one from Turner. My boss fired me today, said he couldn't have someone with family instability representing the company. Hope you're happy. I showed the messages to Fatima. They're destroying my life, I whispered. No, Trinity, they're showing you who they really are. And you know what? You're still standing. You still have your job, your apartment, your dignity. I don't have anything else. You have yourself, and sometimes that's enough to start over. My phone rang. Unknown number. Trinity, this is Patricia from HR. I need you to come in tomorrow morning. We've received some concerning calls about you, and we need to discuss your employment status. After I hung up, I looked at Fatima. They're coming for my job now. Then we fight back. Tonight, no more playing defence. How? We tell your story, the real story, all of it. I stared at my phone, at the social media apps I'd been avoiding. You mean? I mean it's time to stop letting them control the narrative. I took a deep breath and opened Facebook. It was time to tell the truth. I sat at my kitchen table with my laptop open, Fatima beside me with coffee and tissues. My hands were shaking as I started typing. What should I say first? The truth, all of it. Start from the beginning. I began typing. My name is Trinity, and I need to tell you what really happened with my family's vacation. For 2 hours I wrote everything. The years of financial manipulation, the guilt trips, the way they used Emily and Nora as weapons, the $12,000 they expected me to spend on a vacation I never wanted, the frozen bank accounts, the stolen down payment. Should I post it? Read it to me first. I read the entire post aloud. By the end, Fatima was crying. Trinity, that's your truth. Post it. I hit publish and immediately closed my laptop. I can't look. You don't have to. I'll monitor it. My phone rang within minutes. Sierra. You lying bitch, how dare you? I hung up and blocked the number. Dad called next. I let it go to voicemail, then listened. Trinity, you've crossed a line. Take that post down immediately or there will be consequences. I deleted the voicemail. Fatima was watching her phone. Trinity, people are commenting. Bad comments? No, good ones, really good ones. She started reading. Holy shit, Trinity, I'm so sorry your family did this to you. You're not the villain here. This sounds like financial abuse. You did the right thing. I've been the family ATM too. Good for you for standing up for yourself. Your family sounds toxic as hell. You're better off without them. My work phone rang. Patricia from HR. Trinity, I need to ask you about some calls we received. I know, people have been calling about me. Yes, and after speaking with several callers, I want you to know that we consider this harassment. We've documented everything and advised the callers that further contact will result in legal action. You're not firing me. Fire you. Trinity, you're one of our best employees. Whatever's happening in your personal life, it's clear someone is trying to sabotage you professionally. We don't tolerate that. After I hung up, Fatima showed me her phone. Your post has 500 shares and 2,000 comments. People are sharing their own stories about family financial abuse. Really? Trinity, you started something. People are talking about this everywhere. My phone buzzed with a message from Janet the realtor. Trinity, I saw your post online. If you're still interested in the condo, I spoke with the sellers. They're willing to work with you on a payment plan. Sometimes good people deserve a second chance. I started crying again, but this time from relief. Fatima, I might still get my condo. You're going to get your condo and your life back. My phone rang. Unknown number, but I answered anyway. Trinity? This is your cousin Beth. I called you yesterday to yell at you, but I just read your post. I had no idea what was really happening. I'm so sorry. Beth? I've been thinking about it all day. Your parents did the same thing to my mum when we were kids. Made her pay for everything, then acted like she owed them. I should have realised. It's okay. No, it's not. I'm calling everyone who saw Sierra's post. This needs to be corrected. Throughout the evening, my phone kept ringing. Apologies from family friends, support from strangers. Even Mrs. Patterson from across the hall knocked on my door with homemade cookies. I saw your story online, dear. You're very brave. At 10 p.m, my phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number. Aunt Trinity, this is Emily. I'm at my friend's house and saw your post on her mum's computer. I understand now. I love you, and I'm sorry Mommy and Grandma were mean to you. You're not sick. I showed Fatima the message. That kid figured out how to contact you on her own this time. Should I respond? What does your heart tell you? I texted back, I love you too, Emily. You did nothing wrong. Take care of yourself and Nora. The next morning I went to the bank. Carol, the manager, was waiting for me. Good news, Trinity. Your father called this morning. He's releasing the hold on your accounts and returning the withdrawn funds. He is? Apparently he's received quite a few phone calls since last night. Something about a social media post. I walked out of the bank with my life back. My money, my dignity, my future. Fatima was waiting in the parking lot. How does it feel? Scary, free, like I can breathe again. Your family's going to try to come back eventually, when they need money again. I know, but I won't be there. My phone buzzed with one final message. From Mum. I hope you're happy now. I looked at the message for a long moment, then typed back, I am. And for the first time in years, I meant it. I deleted her number and drove to my new condo to sign the papers. The price was steep, but it was mine to pay.